That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Fine is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Fine is kicking down the door.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Party Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything, I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Party Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
What's going on? How are you guys? Oh, I'm bringing them. I'm bringing them. Eagles. I can see you. Yeah, so obviously when you look down at the Bengals schedule, they missed the playoffs the last few seasons, but I think that changes this year. And like you guys mentioned, Jeff, I know you said 13-3, but I think it starts on Sunday, right? I think everyone you look back at the track record of Zach Taylor in week 1 to week 2 since his tenure began as a head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. He's 1-11 in weeks 1 and week 2 over the last 6 seasons. I think that changes this weekend. And the reason that being said is Joe Flacco is probably not much out there left. He's what, 37, 38? I mean, heck, his first career NFL start was 20 years ago against the Bengals, damn near. So, I mean, 2008 was his first start, happened to be against the Bengals. Cleveland's got no offense, right? Realistically, no offense. It's going to be run heavy. It's going to be behind Jerome Ford. And if Cincinnati can stop the line and stuff the run game, make Joe Flacco throw the ball. I fully say make Joe Flacco throw the ball. So I'm going with the Bengals on Sunday. I'm gonna go a high score, and I'm going 31-21 in favor of the Bengals. Joe Burrow goes for 3 touchdowns and 280 yards on the. It's very possible. It's very possible. I mean, you look at what he did last season, right? I think he had arguably his best season of his career. But on top of it, teams are now going to have to sit and decide what they want to do versus a guy like T. Higgins on the opposite side. You have all these other young receivers coming behind him. Cincinnati's offense is arguably one of the top offensive schemes in all of the NFL. Everybody knows that. But Jamar Chase in his prime, T. Higgins on the outside, there's going to be games. An example, we might see it on Sunday where you're not going to be able to double Jamar Chase all game. And if you don't, I trust Jamar Chase outside one-on-one 95% of the time for Joe Burrow to go out there and make him have an effort to make a play. And there's a good chance Jamar Chase finishes top 2 receiving again, top 3 if all goes well. And if that happens for Cincinnati, it's going to be looking dangerous. Yeah, Jeff, it sounds like it's having some kind of video issue. He has no idea what's going on, and I think the same is going with Mark. I guess I'm the only one in the show. So all right, well, until then, I guess while they figure that out, you can drop some stuff in the comments. I'll answer, but on top of that, going off what Mark was saying, I think there's a realistic shot that this is the season for Cincinnati. And let's be honest, it's now or nothing for Cincinnati. You have T. Higgins in his prime, you have Jamar Chase in his prime, you still have Trey Hendrickson locked under contract for at least one more year. Who knows what might happen next year? But that franchise tag is quite hefty, and frankly, you're not sure what you're going to get production wise from him on the field this year to where you feel comfortable pulling out $38 million roughly out of your pocket and say, here's the franchise tag, right? So, I mean, they're in a different position than they have been in years past. So it's going to be interesting for Cincinnati. And Mike, I like this question, right? Everyone has a lot of uncertainty of who's going to be at that right guard position for Cincinnati. And you look at where they're at right now, they went out and they made the moves they needed to make in free agency. Right now, I think Lucas Patrick obviously has the edge at that position, but you give Dalton Reisner another week, and Lucas Patrick will be coming off the bench. It's safe to say you don't sign a guy with that much experience and that much presence to say, hey, you're going to come in here and be a depth guy to a guy who has already battled an injury in fall camp in Lucas Patrick. So, I mean, yes, you signed Risner late into the free agency mark with the season starting this week, but his track record says it all. And if you put him alongside an offensive line next to Amarius Mims, Ted Karras, Dylan Fairchild, and Orlando Brown, your average height of your offensive line 6'4", 6'5", and I mean you have your experience there. Dylan Fairchild is going to be a monster, and I think people need to realize that. If you haven't watched it, I mean, he just went and wrestled with the UFC heavyweight champion for multiple sparring sessions. So, I mean, you don't see guys like that jumping into the mix. And being a guy who covers college athletes, I always hear it from offensive line coaches and coaches I've talked to throughout the recruiting process, these high school guys. You want your offensive linemen to kind of be those guys who have a little bit of wrestling background, that tough, gritty, let me get my hands dirty there in the trenches. And Cincinnati's got a dog in Dylan Fairchild. So I think you'll see Dalton Risner, though, slide in there probably week 2 once he gets a little bit comfortable with what Cincinnati's trying to do offensively. Jeff's on the phone now. He's probably calling his technician.
No,
So,
I'm trying to add myself. All right. Is it on there?
Can anybody hear Jeff?
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can everybody hear me? All right. I think this is weird. I'm going to hear my own voice through the headphones. Hey, I'm on. Okay. Mark, I don't know what the hell to do, dude. I try to jump off and try to jump back on again, dude. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
But I see Tony Blaze's comment in here. Lucas Patrick better block Myles Garrett. If not, he's going to have a field day. Myles Garrett's no easy task. So, I mean, you look back at what teams are going through. Myles Garrett actually didn't practice today dealing with a slight hip issue. I saw some reports that came out. But when you're a veteran in this league like Myles Garrett is, you really don't kind of need to practice every day, right? Today's still Thursday. Yes, you would like to see him out there. Tomorrow's walkthrough. Tomorrow they'll have a practice. Saturday be a walkthrough in town. Expect Myles Garrett to be out there, but like you guys mentioned, Lucas Patrick's going to have his hands full. I mean, that is the best defensive end in the league for a reason.
Okay, I think we've got third down guy on the now. Can you guys hear him?
I'm here. Check, 1, 2, 3.
I'm looking at you on YouTube. I can see us now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm doing my own show from my freaking phone, so this is the
Gotta love
craziest
technology.
thing.
Gotta love technology these days.
I don't know. That is freaking weird as hell. I do not know why it's doing that. All right. So what I was trying to do is bold predictions here. So we're trying to do. So we can get back to that. Natty, hit likes on the show, because right now the show is sucked the entire time because the StreamYard has screwed me up. So, but Neil's done a great job. Everybody applaud Neil. I mean, he took care
Neil.
of Neil.
It's not his first rodeo.
It is not. It is not.
Oh my goodness, that was crazy. All right, so this first time I gotta look down like this, and then my computer's over here. All right, so. All right, let's start this over again. So I don't know if anybody heard what the hell I said for my bold predictions to start the season. I did the show yesterday. I did schedule predictions, and I tried not to be orange-colored sunglasses the whole time. Didn't work out. I went 13-3, as what I said. And the only reason I got 3 losses is because by the time we get to the Browns game at the end of the year, it ain't gonna matter because we're gonna win the division. So, and we're not gonna care about the Browns game like we normally do. So, Neil, I think everybody heard your prediction. Third down guy. Let's go. Let's see what you got. What was your prediction?
Right.
I don't think I heard the first one.
I think it was how many games we're gonna win and lose, and I say like the first 4 games we could go undefeated. Like we got the Browns, we got the Jags, we got the Vikings, and we got Denver that Monday night game. Then we play week 5 against Detroit, which Detroit Lions been upfight team. I knew they was going to be an upfight team when we made that Super Bowl run. I even told Lion fans, like, give Dan Campbell the players that he needs and all that stuff. So that's going to be a tough match. So I think we'll win that one. And I tell we'll split with the Ravens because we always do that. Steelers, I think we will sweep the Steelers because Rodgers, all them guys, they're not that great. They have no good offense. Their defense is okay, but not like the Steelers that we know and all that stuff. So I think we'll lose at least 4 games.
I'm saying 4-2. I'm right there with you, Mark, because you look down at this schedule. I mean, it relatively is a very easy schedule for Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I think you do split, unfortunately, with Baltimore. Baltimore is probably going to be up there in contending for a Super Bowl this year. I think everybody knows that, but Pittsburgh's got no quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, 1 year, like, what are we going to do? Who's he going to throw the ball to? DK Metcalf, everyone's going to cover him. So, I mean, I don't expect big things from Pittsburgh this season. And then you look down at the schedule, like you mentioned. Week 1 should be a breeze for them, right? They should go up to Cleveland, take care of business. But we know Cincinnati has a history of struggling in weeks 1 and week 2. And now week 2, you have a first-year head coach, Liam Cohen, a whole new offensive system. You don't know what you're going to really expect from them. It's probably going to be a running back by committee, to say the least. But overall, that's a game. That's Cincinnati's home opener. That should be a game Cincinnati takes care of. Minnesota, you got another essentially rookie quarterback. You don't have Jordan Addison out there on the outside. You have Justin Jefferson, so they're not even going to be at full strength. I think the first real challenge for Cincinnati comes week 4 and week 5. I mean, we saw the shootout last year versus Denver. It's going to be interesting to see what year 2 looks like for Bo Nix. But week 4 and week 5 with the Bengals, Broncos, and then Bengals Lions, I think that's where the season kind of opens up for Cincinnati. It's going to be interesting to see, what does this Lions team look like without Ben Johnson? What is this?
So my thing, the 2 for me right there, the Broncos. So I had us. Let's see here. I had us winning. Let's see what I write down. I had us winning in Denver and losing in Minnesota. But those 2, to me, you can flip it either way.
You can point with those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could go either way. I mean, this is the first test. You got the Vikings, Broncos, Lions, and Packers. So those are 4 pretty. And Packers now, you're going to have face Micah Parsons. But what I say is I got us winning against Detroit and losing in Green Bay is what I got.
I don't know, that Green Bay game. It's going to be interesting too, because you look down at Green Bay. That game is at Lambeau Field. Lambeau's never an easy place to play. However, in Green Bay, just stay healthy enough to have any sort of weapons, right? Jaden Reed's already battling an injury. Christian Watson's coming off an injury, a season ender. So, I mean, what is that offense going to look like? Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love, maybe Matt Golden slides in, but I don't know. That game could go 2 or 3 different ways, to say the least, in week 6.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think the line be the tough one. Green Bay could like say. I mean, Green Bay. I think they're young this year on offense. They finally drafted a wide receiver this year in the first round. I think everybody was happy. I think all that stuff. So I think the line be the tough match. I think we beat Green Bay at their place, and I think we beat them last time when we made that trip there. I think so. But yeah, it could go either way. So but. Michael Paulson, he's on defense, but now we see that he have back issue upon him. He got to be ingested and all that stuff. So I mean, yeah, it's either way. Like I say, week 5, week 6, that's going to be the tough matchup we're finally going to find. Then like I say, Buffalo, that's late on December. That's going to be a tough road because we got to go up there. So
well, the thing is, like you got Vikings, Broncos, Lions, Packers, and then you got the Steelers, who I think we could win that one. The Jets, I think that's a win. Then you got the Bears. So you got like 4 in a row. That's kind of tough. And you got 4 in a row that we could win all 4 of them. I got to split with the Steelers. Though. I got to beat the Bears and the Jets, but split with the Steelers. And then let's talk about these next 4 here: Steelers, Jets, Bears, and Steelers again. What do you guys got on those?
Mark, I'll let you go first.
The Bears will win that because, like I say, I'm not the quarterback for the Bears. What's his name against you?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he's not the guy for them. They hype him up so much. Then we got the Steelers at there. It's always hard to play there at the Steelers. We beat them last year. I was at that game. So, I mean, I think we can. I think we sweep them. But like you say, Jeff might be right. We could split them because some reason
it's AFC North, man. It's hard to sweep them. Man.
It is.
The thing is, like the crazy thing is when we get farther down the list here, I'll tell you who I got to sweep it. But when we get there, I'll wait to let you guys know which team I think we're going to sweep.
Yeah.
So Neil, what do you got with those 4? That block right there.
Those 4 right there, I think they take week 1, the first game versus Pittsburgh. Obviously, that's the home game. That's the one that Cincinnati usually has most success in.
Yeah.
And then New York, they are so hit or miss. They just lost their best offensive tackle for the year with the torn triceps and an already offensive line that was already struggling. They're going to be run heavy, to say the least. I mean, there's been reports that they've changed their whole offense just to kind of rely around Justin Fields' skill set, which is using his legs, right? So, I mean, if that's the case for New York, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. They have a already banged up offensive line.
The Jets ain't got shit, dude. I mean, they really don't. I don't.
You have Garrett Wilson on the outside, and that's about it.
Right.
They've been playing with a different quarterback for the last 5-6 years, and that just never works. You don't build any chemistry there. So, yes, they've gone out and they made a couple of moves in the free agency, but I still think that's an easy win for Cincinnati. And then you go to the following week. Chicago's going to be that's the toss-up for me, right? Because you have
I can see that.
We mentioned Caleb Williams, who has been underperformed his rookie year.
Right.
You have Roma Dunzier, who has been a dud outside since they drafted him. He had an underwhelming rookie year. And then on top of it, you have a brand new head coach in Ben Johnson. So you saw what Ben Johnson's going to be able to do in Detroit. He's implemented a lot of that stuff in Chicago. It's going to be interesting to see how does that play out in his favor. I don't think it will play out and to have as much success as he had in Detroit just due to the players around him in Chicago. And then you head into the bye week. I think you're perfectly fine with the chance you might be sitting 6-2, 7-2 at that moment, or 7-3 even. And then you go into Pittsburgh, and I think they could go on the road and beat Pittsburgh this year. I truly do. I just don't trust Aaron Rodgers that much anymore.
Right.
I know you bet against him, but what is he throwing to out there? You take away DK Metcalf, then what?
And that's it. Yeah. I mean, they don't have the top receivers like they used to have and all that stuff. And yeah, like I say, then you know how Roger is. He's just a toxic play and play around, and he's gonna pull the finger. He's that type of teammate. He don't take the blame on him. He's gonna pull the finger and all that stuff. And I think this was Roger last year. Like after this year, he's done this year, and Seals got to go back to square one, find a quarterback. I mean, I don't know why they pick him up anyway. So yeah, I think. Like I went that game last year. We beat them last game of the season. I think we can beat them and all that stuff. So yeah. Then after that, we had New England. Mike Bubba, the new head coach, he's been around that
Vrabel.
organization. Vrabel, yeah. They got a good running back. They draft the high state player. And he's a good, and he made impact this year in the preseason and all that stuff. Then we got that short turnaround against Baltimore at their place, and Joe Burrow's getting sick of time playing there all the time during the primetime game. It is a hostile environment, but
Thanksgiving, baby. Thanksgiving.
I know. And I have the opportunity to go to that game this year because I have a Baltimore fan offer me his tickets to go there, but I asked a girlfriend, she didn't want to go because that's Thanksgiving time. You know how that is, family time and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then we got Buffalo, that long, we have that long stretch and all that stuff. So that game, I think we can beat Buffalo at home at their place, but Baltimore, it's a tough matchup. Like Jet say, AFC North battle. That game might be a high scoring game like it was the last Thursday night game we played in. So yeah, we can split them. If we win both of them, that'd be great. That'd be wonderful because that would change the whole dynamic. That'd give us some momentum, throughout the last second half of the season.
So this is where I start getting a little crazy. I think we're going.
Oh shoot!
I think we're going to beat the Patriots. I think that's a win. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think any of it's gonna be easy. I think they're gonna be tough, hard fought wins or losses. But I think we're gonna beat the Patriots. The Bengals under Zach Taylor do really, really, really well in prime time. And I think the Bengals are tired of getting beat by the Ravens. I think we go into Baltimore and beat them on Thanksgiving. Now, for me, the Bills, we've owned them. Okay? Last time the games haven't even really been close. So I think that's a win. And I was going to go and say we're going to lose the next one, but I'm like, it's a home game. We're sweeping the Ravens. That's my bold prediction. We're sweeping the Ravens.
All right.
That's what I got. Now I'm probably crazy, but that's right. Because both games we played the Ravens last year, it was close. If we make a play here or there, offensively, especially defensively, and they call a fucking penalty on the damn 2-point conversion, we win the game.
You guys want a hot take real quick?
What do you got?
If the Bengals beat Baltimore at Baltimore on Thanksgiving, then follow it up with a win over Buffalo on the road and come back and beat Baltimore in weeks 13, 14, and 15, you can pencil down a trip to the AFC Championship.
And the thing is, dude, when do the Bengals start taking off? November and December. That's another reason I'm saying they start cooking. I'm like, that's right. And look, boys, if we can stay 500 or at least a game above in September and October, and then we hit the Jets in November, NFL better look out. Because that's when we always do. No matter what you want to say about Zach Taylor and not be able to get off to good starts and all that stuff, we just lost Mark. We are consistently at our best November, December, rolling into the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's what you need too heading into this season, right? Anytime you have a long dwelling football season, NFL teams, you see teams make their playoff run because of what they do in November and December. If they don't have a good month of November or a good month of December, they're essentially cooked. They're fried. They're not going to make the playoff unless you get some kind of lucky bounce. But for Cincinnati, looking at this schedule, if they go into that, Cincinnati season is going to rely on what they do from week 6 to week 12, roughly, per se, or week 13. Let's go week 13.
Hold on. Just once you get past those 4, because this is how it breaks down here. Hold on. Let me go with this. Roll back up here. So the first 4, they are winnable games. I think the first 4 are winnable games. You got the Browns, Jaguars, Vikings. First 2 definitely winnable. I know Jaguars are what they were. Vikings, Broncos, this could be hard. Lions, Packers are going to be hard. Once you get through all those, then you got Steelers, Jets, Bears, and the Steelers again. So, again, I'm not trying to – I don't think the Steelers are going to be that good. That's just me. And I don't think the Bears are going to be that good. I don't think the Jets can be that good. Once you get to where we're in November, where we got the Patriots, Ravens, Bills, you get past that one and we're rolling. Look at the end of the season. It's Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. That's it. So I'm like –
right.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, Neil, but go ahead. What were you saying?
No, yeah, I feel like if that's going to be their bread and butter, right? Essentially,
Yeah.
from what goes on from week 6 to week 13, week 14. Because if they can go in that span and you get a win versus Green Bay on the road, Pittsburgh at home, New York at home, which should be an easy win, Chicago at home, like that's where your stretch of your home games are essentially coming from. All you have to do is protect the pay core, essentially. If you
Right.
protect the pay core in those stretches, you are fine. But if Cincinnati, like I said, can go into the road, into that back end of the month of November, where you look at November this year, they have Chicago, Pittsburgh following the bye week, New England, Baltimore. If you win those 4 games right there,
Right.
it puts you in great standings heading into Buffalo, Baltimore. Those are going to be your best 2 games, because your final 2 games of the season, let's be honest, Miami's not doing anything this year.
No.
Arizona's not doing anything.
And the
And
Browns
Cleveland
are.
week 18 is probably going to be sitting there trying to get Garrett Nussmeier
Well,
or Morris.
and that's when the Brown fans are like, we own you, Bengals fans. We own you. Because you know what? We didn't give a shit about the game because we were one of the
Right. Right, I agree on that stuff. So,
Hey,
like you guys talk about, like I got a feeling when we made the second year we went to AFC and we went on that 11 game winning streak. I can see that this year, because like you talked about, like after we get through the gauntlet of the Lion and the Green Bay, then like you say, we have 3 straight home game, the Thursday night game with the Steelers, the Jets the 26th, and the Bears. Then we had that week 10 bye, which that's perfect. I like that, get people back, get people bang up. Then we played the Steelers, beat them. New England, I think that could be the trap game, because like after that we got that the Thanksgiving game. And that could be trap because they could look forward. But like I said, I think we're beaten. But just put that on the asterisk. That could be the trap game. Then, like say, we beat Baltimore and Bill. We'll go on that long winning streak like we did the second run. We made the AFC Championship, which we should went to Super Bowl back-to-back year. But
we ended last year on a 6-game winning streak. We always end the season winning.
Mm-hmm. It's early season. We start slow. And we need to stop doing that and all that stuff. And I think everybody is down us because it's like, oh, they're gonna go 5 games, 1-4, 2-3. But we're gonna change the narrative this year. And I think like our defense, we need to show everything. I know I was watching NFL Live last year. They say it was just vanilla. Yeah, you don't want to show the whole thing what you're doing the whole time, because you don't want to say, hey, Browns are going to, they look at defense. Hey, Bengals do it. It was just basic, but it did not look good at the same time, because that Washington Monday night game, we couldn't tackle. It's like, now we're going to have issue again. We can't tackle. We can wrap up. Like, it's not that hard. And Jordan Bowd, like, he made me mad when he let Daniel just score. And Troy Aikman
say that was a business decision, dude. I think it was pre.
I know, but at the same time, you got to knock the ball, because if a coach, I'd be like, hey, you can't do that in the regular season. You got to drill. Even Troy Aikman, who got hit in the head so many times, he even say that he should blast it.
I like this comment right here. Joe put on a show. Joe said that in his press conference. I'm ready to put on a show. And that's one thing, boys. Joe Burrow has said, Jackpot Joey has said, this is the healthiest and best he's felt since his rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
His rookie season.
I agree.
That's why it's giving me confidence that we can win the first 2. That's why.
Yeah, of course.
And everybody's happy. I mean, Trey's happy. He's getting $30 million freaking dollars. No, he didn't get the contract extension he wanted, but he's getting $30 million. Jamar's happy. T's happy. Joe's happy. There's nothing to complain about. Jamar was talking about in his press conference earlier today that, physically he doesn't feel as good as he did last year because he's been practicing. Last year he didn't practice at all. But mentally, he's in a better headspace. And you can tell the first 2 games last year, Jamar wasn't here. And if he's there on week 1 with Joe,
it could be ugly. Brown fans, they could be leaving at the third quarter, just like that North Carolina game on Monday. Bill Belichick.
Are any of you guys going to the game Sunday?
I have a lot of people going. I've been up to Cleveland twice, and I know how they're fan is.
I will be talking the utmost trash to every Cleveland fan in that stadium.
Oh, you going up there?
Funny, Neil. Funny you asked that, but this is where I'll be Sunday.
Hey guys, what's going on? Football is back, baby! Looking for a place to watch the Bengals beat the Browns? Might I suggest Moorline Lager House starting at 12 o'clock. I'll be there playing some music, playing some games, and drinking some beer. We got $5 drafts, $5 well drinks, $5 house wine, $5 special shot of the day. I don't know what the shot of the day is, but it's special, so it sounds delicious. We'll also be giving away free samples of Best Day Brewery. Check that out. Come on down, hold on to your table the entire game. No rush. Sit there, chill, have a great time, drink some beer, eat some delicious morning food, and watch the Bengals beat the Browns. Again, that's this Sunday, 12 o'clock, Moorline Lager House Watch Day Experience. Hope to see you there. Let's go.
That looked a little weird because I'm on my phone now. But that's where I'll be at. I'll be at Moorline Lager House, and I hope you guys can join us down there. We'll be down there each and every Sunday for home games and road games. 3 hours before every single home game, and I'm going to be down there about an hour before the road game this year. So if you're looking for a place to watch the game and hang out with some Bengals fans, come on down to Moorline Lager House. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, Neil, what was your final prediction for the record of the Cincinnati Bengals? What did you say again?
I'm going 12-5.
12-5. Mark, what do you got?
I'd say 4. We'll lose 4 games, so what'd that be? 13-4, right?
No, 12-4.
12-4, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm bypassing in high school. My math needs to be met. Well, let's just add another game too. Well, I mean, we're gonna make the playoff, right?
Yeah, we're going to playoff. All right, so we got any other bold predictions here. I got a whole bunch of stuff written down here, and I'm gonna go with this. I'll start it off here. So my other bold prediction, I got like 6 of them if we get to them all. And I just said that Joe Burrow is healthy and everybody's happy. And we won 6 games in a row last year, and his offense was cooking. I think this year the Bengals could be the highest scoring offense in NFL history. With the weapons we got, Chase Brown, I think, has got a shot at breaking James Brooks' single season yardage record. We got a 2 tight end setback with Noah Fant. Mike Gesicki is awesome. Yoshi Voss is going to be good. Chase, Brown, T. Higgins, Burton, who knows if he does something. That's my bold prediction. We score more points than anybody in NFL history.
I like it.
I do like it too, because we score 4 or 5 out of games, 30-some points. So I think we can do it. And I'm going to make another bold prediction. I think Joe Burrow was have 50-some passing touchdown this year. Because what was it, 44? I'm going 50 because I think we're going to swing a lot with him. Because like I say, Joe Burrow got a different attitude. He want to win, not win by little. He want to smoke people. I think he's just getting tired of me to just downplay us all the time and all that stuff. And like I say, he is healthy this year. And we have a good O-line finally can protect him because the past couple of years, Joe Burrow been banged up and moving. And we're going to see Joe Burrow move out of the pocket. I think that's the rookie year of when Jamar Chase was there. Because we score a lot of touchdowns when plays are broken and we're scrambling, and that's why we won a lot of games we made that first 3-year run. Because Burrow can play, then everybody scramble and doing everything. That's why, and I think that's going to be like
the thing. We got Dalton Risner, Dalton Risner, Dalton Risner. We got a good offensive line, boy. He ain't gonna have to scramble as much this year, I don't think.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, all the line looked good this year, like it's been the past. Keep him upright. I'm sorry about the O line. Like this offense team. Like I say, 50-some passing touchdown. I'm going with that.
All right, let's see here. We got Natty Ron says the average. I think they average 27 points a game. Mike Mann's got Burrow wins MVP. I like this one. Anthony says Shemar Stewart's 2 sacks to start to tie Garrett. Paul says just don't want him to run for his life, which he won't. All right, Neil, give me a bold prediction. What do you got? You got anything else? You're the hot take guy here.
Bold prediction: Joe Burrow wins MVP.
Boom.
Jamar Chase runs it back.
Oh, back to back.
Chase Brown goes for 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns.
All right.
T. Higgins 1,000+ yards. There's a lot of hot takes I could have.
I got 6 of them written down. I'll just ask for one so we can discuss it here. We're only 40 minutes into this, so we got.
I think the best one to start is Chase Brown over 1,000 yards. I think that's going to be the
of
best
course, easy. Easy.
I think that I said he breaks James Brooks' single season yardage record, which means line of scrimmage, meaning running and passing. So I think that's 1,300 or 1,500, something like that. Because he damn near broke it last year if he would have been the number 1 running back last year.
I agree with
my
you.
bold prediction is JP9 MVP Chase Super Bowl MVP. I like it. Paul's got knock on wood. If we don't have JB9, it's over. Paul, we're having fun here. You don't have to be all negative.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's my
prediction. Why do you believe Chase Brown can do that?
The reason I think about that is because he's now the featured back, right? He doesn't have to compete with Zach Moss like he did a season ago, where Chase Brown really didn't burst onto the scene until week 5, week 6 last year.
Yeah,
he's not competing with anybody else for those starting snaps. I mean, yeah, you got some guys behind him, Samaj P. Ryan, Taj Brooks, a couple guys behind him, but what Chase Brown can do in the open space, not only in the run game, but if you get him in the pass game in open space, good luck stopping him because he will outrun, he'll make defenders miss, and that's what makes him special. I mean, year 2 for him last season, he puts up over 1,000 yards all purpose.
This is year 3.
Year 3.
Yeah.
So heading into year 3, he's gonna make this offense more dynamic in multiple different ways. And not only that, teams are going to have to account for him in the passing game, right? You not only have to focus on Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, which is going to be 75%, maybe 80% of teams' focus in the defense. I'm taking my shot one-on-one with Chase Brown in the screen game versus a linebacker any day because I'm sure he's going to make defenders miss. So there's a lot of things. And with the revamped offensive line too, especially once Dalton Reisner gets acclimated in what they're trying to do, I think this offensive line could be one of the top 5, top 8 offensive lines in the all of NFL.
Now, one thing I'll say, I think the run game is going to be even better, and not because of Dalton Reisner, because Dalton Reisner is more of a pass blocker. He has a run. But you guys thought as much as I did in preseason when they ran the ball. Where'd they run the ball? To the left. To the left.
Outside zone, baby.
And that's what I think they're going to do. Like, they're going to run it over Fairchild, which I know he's more of a pass blocker, but it's going to be Fairchild, and it's going to be Ted Karras, and it's going to be Zeus. That's the way they're going to go. So
that's the strong side. The left side, I think it's the left side. Like I say, Fairchild, that was a great steal in the 3rd round. And like I say, he's a black butt, but hey, he can get good being a run block and all that. I think we will run the ball because I had some good positive the preseason. We did run the ball, and like I say, Chase Brown, he's just a all-around play. He's like dynamic. He might be like Christian McCaffrey. You can move him, everywhere and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a miniature Christian McCaffrey, And like I say, I think he will get over 500 receiving yard. Then he will hit 1,000 rushing. Then I think he might get at least like altogether touchdown, maybe 10. I think like he will get mostly rushing, but get about maybe 3 or 4 catching for passing touchdown.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm just keep clicking back and forth, making sure all 3 of us are on the show on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Because if you guys didn't know, if you joined the show late, the beginning of the show was the Neil Meyer show. It was all Neil all the time. Me and Mark were not on the show. I have no idea what happened. I like this. Fairchild, please. Like
Fairchild parade. I love that. Put that a t-shirt. Make that a t-shirt.
Chop. Where's Chop? Chop. Make that a t-shirt if you're watching. All right. So. The other one I got here, now this is another bold prediction, is I think the defense, we always say they hope it's in the top 25. I think our defense is going to be in the top 20. I think Trey Henderson is going to have, this kind of rolls another one, Trey Henderson is going to go with another 17.5 sack season. And I think Shemar Stewart's going to win Rookie of the Year. That too, and I go over, this is just crazy bold predictions. We'll see. I'm letting my orange sunglasses fly here, all right? But Shemar Stewart is a beast, and he can beat people in college without having any moves. Now he's got to work on getting the moves. And I think it's like, he didn't get that many sacks. Well, in the NFL, he pushes him one way, Trey gets him, or Osai gets him, or Slayton gets him, or BJ Hill gets him, or somebody else gets him. So he might not get the sacks, but he get the pressures. And I like this one here. Juwan here. Geno Stone, 6 INTs. And if they put him in the position to be the center fielder, he ended up with, 4 last year once they finally put him in the right spot? So
Maybe.
we need that from Geno. We need him to be that. So we'll see. Wing says you're trying to take over, Neil. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
All right. So what's your guys' thoughts on my defense top 20? Shemar Stewart, Rookie of the Year, and Trey Henderson, 17 sacks again.
I think it's very possible. I mean, teams are now going to have to acclimate for Shemar Stewart, opposite side of Trey Henderson, as well as Joseph Asai. Like we saw what Joseph Asai was able to do last year. He gets that extra 1-year deal. He now has an opportunity where he can go out here and make an impact, right? So teams are going to have to acclimate not only for Trey Henderson, but for Shemar Stewart as well. And I mean, Shemar Stewart, you have seen it in preseason. You have seen it when he's been out there. He is able to make an immediate impact. So I like that prediction. I do. I think this defense has a chance to be top 20 as well. But in order for them to happen, they're going to need a breakout year from whoever the CB2 is. Cam Taylor-Britt, you know what you're going to get from him.
I think Cam Taylor-Britt's going to go back to the way he was before. And I think Dax Hill looked really good before he got hurt.
He did.
I think those two are going to be a 1 and 1A.
Right.
That's right. I really like Dax Hill a lot. He looked good out there. Go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, but if they can get some good production from the back end and they can stay healthy, this defense definitely has the capability of being a top 20 defense, to say the least, especially with the linebackers that they have too. So it's going to be interesting to see what they kind of do on the defensive end, but they got to stay healthy for one. That's something they haven't been able to do in years past there in the secondary. But if they do that, I think this team has every shot of being a top 20 defense.
Mark, what do you got?
Yeah, I hope so, because I mean, with Lou was our defense corner, we was in the Super Bowl run, all that, the top 15, which I was shocked. I thought we was high in that. If we get to at least the top 10 or 15, then I'm okay with that. You know, we just right. I think this year.
You know, I'm changing mine. I'm going with G-Lou here. He said top 10. Screw that. Our defense gonna be a top 10, baby. I'm changing mine. Let's go. Let's be top 10 defense.
Yeah. I mean, with Al Gore, I mean, I'm going to give him some leeway but Al Gore been on this Bengal team because when we made Super Bowl run, he was a linebacker coach and all that stuff. So, and when he was playing against High State defense corner, I was like, ooh, and we hired him. Was like, ooh, it's like, I hope it's a lot different than that championship game because because he's going to face that type of kind of offense play and all that stuff. But I think, we at least get to the top 15. Because first of all, we got to make some stops. And we make some stops, offense score a couple of them stop, make some turnovers, and get some pressure. And on secondary, like Cam Taylor, he did have a slump year. And, I hope that he don't have that slump season. Jackson Hill was hurt last year. Then he stay healthy. If we just stay healthy, which one positive, we had no injury report for this Sunday. So that's the first time ever I see week 1 and all that stuff. So, yeah. It just our defense just got to make some plays. They got to tackle. They got to wrap. They got to do the basics. Just do the basic stuff. If you can do the basic stuff, then Stewart, he's got his guaranteed money. So I got high potential. You got guaranteed money, so you better ball out this first 2 years and all that stuff. Definitely this rookie year, because you hold out. You got to show that, hey, that's why we got you in the first round and all that stuff. Then Trey Henderson, I think he will get. I'm going to make him another poll that 20 sacks, and he'll be the sack leader this year again. Because I think he's going to have like a Jamar Chase mindset. Okay, I got my money, but you know what? I'm going to show you this year. Sign me long deal. Because, guys, listen to it. Trey Henderson not suffer a seriously injury. And that's one positive. Yeah, he's going to be 31 years old. But I'll take him over Mike Garrett ended. Mike Garrett been dealing with injury and all that stuff, and that dude, he's a speed demon. He get tickets, so he's crazy. But I'd rather have Trey Henderson Mike Garrett, because Trey Henderson not suffer a seriously injury. I mean, he banged up and all that, but at the same time, he is a guy. he's got to play with the whistle before the whistle blow. He's just a motor. He just chase after people and all that stuff, And Mike Garrett.
Can I interrupt you a second here? Hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because unfortunately, my son has become Cincinnati eyes. He used to be all in with me and orange colored sunglasses. Now he says 9-8, and he says it's guaranteed. This is very disappointing to me as a father who's been an optimistic Bengal fan my entire life, and now my son's going, "Oh, we're going to be 9-8, guaranteed." Like, calm down. This is supposed to be a fun show, and you just brought it down, Chandler. God,
Chandler, I need you to go drink a beer and get on the same level of vibes that we're on.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, not a beer. He needs to drink liquor, whiskey liquor. He needs to drink some heavy stuff. Forget the beer. Become a man. We're gonna grow some hair on his chin. He got facial hair, by the way.
Yeah, he does now. Yeah. He does now.
Well, what about growing beard like
not that full one, no, not like yours. No.
Well, he become a man. He need to come with me. I'll show him a good time. But Kansas City AFC Championship. Let's don't get too crazy, because Jeff, you heard about what happened that night.
Oh, you? Yeah, I know.
And there was picture went around that night too. So I was not proud that was not my great defimer, but that was
we got bounced. We weren't allowed in the club that night. We couldn't get in. He says he needs a cigar. Yeah. That's what he needs to help him.
Hey, I'm down with cigar.
we're gonna be smoking a vintage cigar Sunday. Okay, so there you go.
Oh, definitely. It's gonna be many of them. It might be 4 straight,
It might be 4 straight.
Yeah. Before that, like I say, I think we'll go 4-0. I'm going both of them. 4-0 before the Lion game. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. I don't care.
Juan here says pick 6 on Sunday. Book it, baby. Let's go.
I agree. And by who? That's the question. Who you guys think will be that?
I'll say Cam Taylor Britt. That's who I'll say. Who you got, Neil?
CTB all the way.
There you go. Mark?
I'm gonna go with Hill. Let's go with Hill. I think because he's that nickel corner, and Joe Flacco gonna go forward to a slot receiver slant, pick it off, boom, gone.
I'm convinced 17 straight cigars sounds good to me. There you go. Now my boy is back. All right, let's go. My son is back. We took him from the demons, people. We took him from the dark side, and we brought him back to the orange light. Thank you, Lord.
Hey, Chandler, all I'm saying is I'm glad you said 17 and you factored in the bye week as well, because if the Bengals do that, your lungs are going to need a little bit of a break there. So I'm glad you factored in with our math right there that we had the bye week counted.
All right, so let's see here. What other bold prediction do I have here? I said that one. I actually pretty much said. Well, I said Joe Burrow MVP, but you guys already said that. Bengals 13-3. Shemar Stewart rookie of the year, defense top 10. I changed his top 10 because Dwan was there, so I changed his top 10. And the Bengals have the highest scoring offense in NFL history. I want to discuss that one a little bit more, because to me that's my boldest prediction, highest scoring offense, and I don't even know what the record is. Maybe somebody in the chat can look it up and tell me points per game. What's the highest scoring record? But I say that because I'm that much confidence, not only in the offensive players we have, but the offensive line we have. Because I got a discussion with Joe Danneman last night before Bengals Now. I asked him, I said, how are you excited about Dalton Risner? He said, yeah, but he's, just kind of like the same guy we had before. I said, yeah, but the thing is, his pass blocking is better. I think he's a notch above that. And either way, if you got two of the same guys, one of them's going to play better. And both those guys played, and their record is playing as good as Kappa played for us his first year. So if we can get Alex Kappa play out of our left guard and a really good play out of our right guard, or vice versa, I'm getting the wrong way around. Either way, that's going to make our offensive line that much better than it was before, on top of the offense that we already have. All right, my boy looked it up. He says the highest point per game in the NFL in a single season was 38.8. Achieved by the Los Angeles Rams in 1950. There you go.
1950. They scored that much point back in that day? Shoot.
There you go.
Yeah. And I just doing some research. I saw player points. LaDainian Thomas one season scored 186 points. You think that Chase Brown can be like that? Because, like say, passing touchdown that, but Lane Tom probably had that one year he broke the single rusher record that year or something.
Well, I think he's going to get the single season scrimmage record.
Record too, and all that
from
stuff.
Running and catching.
Yeah.
The thing is though, that's why I didn't actually say Jamar's going to get Triple Crown, because I do think this offense is going to be more spread out. Is what I think.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think so. Cause I think T. Higgins will be healthy this year. Cause last year, we didn't. How many games we didn't have T. Higgins last year? 5,
4 or 5.
And he always been battling that hamstring issue, and hopefully, he got the money now. He can have somebody, treat him well and all that stuff. It's like if they both can stay healthy on the field, it's gonna be crazy. Like let's say we got too many weapons, that stuff,
Well, that is a good point there. If T does not miss any games this year, that because I think he missed 4 or 5 last year. Mm-hmm. So I think that getting him at a full season. Now I don't know if he's played an entire season in his NFL career yet. Maybe
I don't think so.
So it's always this hamstring. I know he's been working on trying to get those healthy enough so they stay healthy, or they don't pull them. But if he can do that bodes even better for us. G. Lewis, so how many games did they play in 1950? I have no idea. Probably 9.
Probably.
I don't even know. T. Brookie said we have too many weapons for Chase Brown to get that many. Yeah. I'd say I don't think that's why I say the offense in general I think is going to score a lot. I don't know if we're going to have any individual offensive records other than the offense itself and Joe Burrow winning the MVP is what I think. Dwyer, if 2015 Bengals type of season 8-0, I'll go 9-0. There you go.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, I remember that when Andy Dalton, AJ Green, all of them guys. That's the year we should have went to the Super Bowl and Andy the Book of Thumb. Then everybody was all about AJ McCann, this and that, and all that stuff.
Oh, and I didn't want to get that card. I remember when we drafted AJ McCann, a guy at work's like, well, there goes Andy's replacement. Are you freaking crazy? Like, get out of here. Anthony said here, are we sleeping on Noah Fant? And that's a good point, though. I think Noah Fant actually might be an even bigger impact because he's a veteran tight end. Been there, done that more than Eric All was last year. And Eric All, until he got hurt, was a pretty big impact. Mm-hmm. So losing him and that's the thing, too. We lost him last year for the rest of I don't remember how many games he played. But if Fant is healthy this whole season, I think he's going to be a big impact player for us as well, along with Mike G. And
one thing about Noah Fant, he actually have a quarterback for the ball, too. Because he was at Denver. He had a Denver. Russell Wilson. His career was going downhill. Then Geno Smith. Yeah, he's all right, but he's no freaking Joe Burrow. Let's just say that. Let's be honest here. So I think Noah Fant finally have a quarterback can throw the ball to him and all that stuff. And I hope he have a breakout season too. I hope so. He is a darn good play. He was good playing college and all that stuff. It just. He not got a team that have a quarterback can throw the ball to him.
And this is a good question. How much will Tinsley play this year? Which he's gonna be the wide receiver 5 or 6. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that much, to be honest. But
right, because the depth chart, the wide receiver is loaded. Let's be honest, it's loaded. But he might come in play and maybe make that 1-2 great plays and all that stuff. Maybe.
Maybe.
Like let's see, but the wide receiver depth is so depth. It's like AJ Green, Marvin Jones, and Muhammad Sunu. You guys remember them? That was a heavy wide receiver depth and all that stuff. And I mean, I think Jamal Chase, is a little bit edge than AJ Green, then like T. Higgins maybe better than Marvin Jones, then Muhammad Sunu. Muhammad Sunu, he was a good throwing the ball. We have them plays. So yeah. But yeah, the wide receiver depth chart is very deep and very strong. So, but I hope he get in and make 1, 2, 3 good plays.
Yeah, that might be a guy too you see on special teams as well. Like you never know, but being behind guys like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Andre Yoshivash, Jermaine Burton, and a couple others in front of him. Like it's going to be hard probably to crack the field, but they might have some design plays, knowing the
Hey,
playbook.
don't forget about Chuck Sizzle too. We got him. He's
Chuck
got the
Sizzle.
places.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is I found out that Chandler and I went to high school with his cousin the other day.
You did?
Oh, that's awesome.
Chandler did. I found that out on social media.
Interesting. Well, that's cool. Well, on that note, boys, I think I'm going to end this thing. We've been on for an hour and 1 minute. Neil, tell everybody where they can follow you at, find you, all that cool stuff.
Yeah, you guys can find me over on X or Twitter, whatever you guys still call it. MeyerNeil6. Obviously, do a lot of stuff with UC there. You can find me out there. You can check us out over at the Front Office News and at the Bearcat Blitz podcast as well. So quite a few different places there, but most importantly, check out the Bearcat Blitz podcast and the Front Office News.
And thanks for holding the beginning of the show down because I still don't know what the hell happened. But appreciate it, Neil.
Hey, Neil, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Neil, before you leave, what do you think about that week 1 that they kind of screwed UC out a home game against Nebraska? And they only lost them by 3 points. If that was at UC, they probably beat Nebraska easy, you know? Because it was definitely Nebraska more than Cincinnati fan. And I heard that University of Cincinnati got $6 million. Like, so you're gonna give up a home game for money? And that, yeah. I mean, how you feel? How you feel about that? Are you pissed off about that? I mean, if I was a UC fan, I'd be pissed.
If I'm a fan, I might be a little pissed, but realistically, logically thinking, being in my shoes where I'm around the program and whatnot, I'm not pissed at all that it's at Kansas City.
Okay.
They did come away. They got an extra $2 million to move that deal to Arrowhead. Right. And then if I remember right, they got roughly 70 to 75% of the ticket revenue. There was 74,000 fans on a Thursday night, and 70,000 of them were Nebraska fans. And that's being 100% realistic from someone who was at the game. That crowd was 95% Nebraska fans. Like, that was a hostile environment. But it says a lot about Cincinnati, right? Because they could have easily bent and folded, but they fought back and they were in position to win that game. Obviously, you have your opportunities. You didn't capitalize in the turnover battle, but there was a lot of positives for me to take away. But in the new era of college athletics, yes, people are mad. That game was essentially a home game, supposed to be at Nippert Stadium. They moved it to Lucas Oil, which is the home of the Colts, and then to Arrowhead. Essentially, it comes down to when money presents itself in the new age of college athletics, how much will a win cost you, right? Essentially, this one might have cost Cincinnati $5 to $6 million, but on top of it, you look at some of these rosters in college athletics, college football, $20 to $25 million, some even higher than that. You got to find ways to support your program, get that money to pay these players. So overall, I thought the move. I thought the move was. I liked it personally, but obviously being in the media, I kind of get to cover a game in Arrowhead Stadium was very cool to say the least.
Oh, that's cool.
To do the behind the scenes, kind of see Arrowhead behind the scenes, cover that game. It was cool. It was cool to see. I will say, Jeff, I don't know if you guys have been out to Arrowhead. I can see why they call that the loudest stadium in the arena.
It's just the way it's built. It's the way it's built is why they're not any louder. It's the way they built the damn stadium. And I've covered a lot. This is my 6th year on the beat at UC. I have never been heckled walking into a stadium as bad as I got heckled on Thursday night. I had a short sleeve shirt on, and I had people telling me I need sunscreen and stuff. I'm a pretty tan guy.
Oh, jeez.
Sunscreen, yeah. Cincinnati fans, you need to embrace the sun. I'm like, damn, like you don't know what we got in Cincinnati. It's 95 degrees the whole time. Yeah. Like, man, give me a break out here. But no, it was cool. It was a good environment for them.
He was catching strays walking in. He's like, I'm just covering the team, guys.
You know, UCF fans, they usually give me some hate when I go and cover a game at UCF. But man, this one topped that one. Nebraska fans, they brought it. They brought it, and I'm here for it. But no, it was a cool experience.
Awesome. Right. All right, Neil, we got Bowling Green this week. I think it's a win.
Yes, sir. It should be a lock. Eddie George coming to Cincinnati. First time Cincinnati's favorited by 21.5 points, according to my friends over at FanDuel Sports Network, since they sponsor our podcast. That was the line this morning. So overall, it's going to be interesting to see how do they bounce back in week 2.
Hey, tell your friends they need to sponsor my podcast.
There you go.
All right, Neil. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate
See
you
you,
guys.
Dale.
There
Have
you
a
go.
good weekend, man.
All right, third down guy, Mark. Give me some
What's it?
parting words before we get the heck out of here for Who Day Nation.
Well, this year, this year, we're going to start off fast and strong. This is going to be a whole different Bengal mindset. Watching that quarterback thing with Joe Burrow, I'd never see Joe Burrow like that. He had that mindset like a Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. Like, he want to be perfection. He want to be perfect. And like that Tennessee game last year, he told Zach Taylor, like, no, we jump all side. We won, but that Tennessee game last year, he was not happy about the performance in both sides of the ball and all that stuff. And he will take accountability. Joe will take accountability that, it's on me. I'm not gonna yell at my own teammate because I don't want my own other teammate. And that's what, and I can see Joe just come out and just swing like the old Tom Brady, Payne Man. Like, we're gonna see a quarterback can just elevate, go back to the old way, and all that stuff. And and I think this, like I say, we're gonna start fast. We're gonna supply a lot of people. We're gonna shut the media up, and that's what I want. I want the media to just shut the mouth up, slap them in the mouth, and all that stuff. But it's gonna be a fun year. Hopefully, the defense just come out and just ball. Just do the basic. If you do the basic, then we can win ball games easy.
There you go. All right, Mark. I expect to see you here in about 2 weeks on the Jumbo.
I know.
That's how.
Oh, I hope so, man. And I'm gonna tell you this. And do you have time a little bit?
Yeah,
So I know there's a lot of people ask me why I was not on Jumbotron, and there's a reason why. Because, Jeff, I don't know. You probably saw last year, and everybody did too. So the Monday night game, I was not proud. My action. It was a primetime game. Had a little bit too much to drink and all that stuff, and I used profanity, which my brother-in-law, he was at the game. He told me recap this, and I'm not. And the Bengals organization, they have the right to not take me off because I found out from one of my friends who used for the Bengals, they took me off because people would complain. So I just want to apologize to everybody for people around me that game, and I apologize, and that it was stupid on me. I should never act like that. And so that's the reason why the reason why the Bengals took me off. And I did send a apologize letter a couple weeks ago, say, hey, look, I was stupid that night. It's not gonna happen again. But I don't want, like, you kind of have kids who look up to me. I don't want kids think that, oh, this guy, he's a crazy drunk, and that's not who I am, and I don't drink that much. I'm, a social drinker, you want to call me. So, and I know I have former Bengal players ask me, they say, I need to get back to Jumbo. Sam Hubbard family told me I need to. So you all want to know why I was not on the gym, because that Monday night game, I did a fully axe. I wasn't proud of it. And that's not who I am, and that's not what people think I am. So hopefully the Bengals do put me back on them. I did send an apology. We'll just see. If not, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. But that night, it was not. That's not who I am. That's not
mistakes, Mark. It happens.
Exactly. And I just want to paint out.
Get it out there. There you go.
Get out there, but hey, no matter what, I'm still gonna do what I do. We're gonna rock that jungle in week 2. But hey, let's focus on week 1, get that first W. Let's get our first win each week. Okay?
Let's go, baby.
Jeff, love you, man. Hey, I love you, ball cat. Dude, you've been moving up. That intro music, gosh, I should use that for my workout music. But, Jeff, I like to say, I'm proud of you. Your podcast show is rising up. You're doing a lot of good things, and keep up the good work, buddy. Proud of you,
brother.
man.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Who Day.
Yep. Have a good one.
All right, guys. That's why I look down here. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I got to look at my phone. Like I said, if you saw the beginning of the show, I don't know what. I still don't know why nobody could hear anything. It was very weird. But thanks for watching. As always, I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Well, normally I'll pull this down. I'll see how the sound sounds. I might have to do some editing. We'll see. But check out the podcast. Listen to it. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor. Rate, like, and review. Leave a 5-star review in the comments so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. And of course,
all right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Party Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Party Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
and one more thing before you go. If you guys are looking for a place to watch the game on Sunday, come hang out with me.
Hey guys, what's going on? Football is back, baby! Looking for a place to watch the Bengals beat the Browns? Might I suggest Moorline Lager House starting at 12 o'clock. I'll be there playing some music, playing some games, and drinking some beer. We got $5 drafts, $5 well drinks, $5 house wines, $5 special shot of the day. I don't know what the shot of the day is, but it's special, so it sounds delicious. We'll also be giving away free samples of Best Day Brewery. Check that out. Come on down, hold on to your table the entire game. No rush. Sit there, chill, have a great time, drink some beer, eat some delicious morning food, and watch the Bengals beat the Browns. Again, that's this Sunday, 12 o'clock, Moorline Lager House Watch Day Experience. Hope to see you there. Let's go.
And as always, guys, remember this. One thing and one thing only. That's Who Day for life. And throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.